What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and with the Giants more than likely releasing James Bradberry by the end of the week, should the Colts try to sign him? I'm going to give my thoughts in just a minute, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you sign James Bradberry if he became available or no? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So, like I said just a minute ago, James Bradberry is more than likely going to be released by the Giants because they could not get a trade done for James Bradberry. So now it's looking like he's going to be available. And this past season, he had pretty good numbers. 47 total tackles, 37 of them were solo, 10 were assisted. He had one fumble recovery, 4 interceptions, and 17 pass deflections. Honestly, those are pretty good numbers. The Colts, their secondary group is getting better and better. It's looking really good, and honestly, I do think the Colts should try to add one more corner just to really solidify it and make it a really nice secondary. So that being said, would I sign James Bradberry? In my opinion, it of course comes down to the money because the Colts have $12 million that they can work with. For the right price, absolutely. And right price is like $6 to $7 million. Is kind of what I would pay James Bradberry, maybe $8 million. But James Bradberry is a very talented corner. He's 28 years old. So, I mean, he's still got some years left in him. And honestly, with Stephon Gilmore being a little bit older, having 2 years left on his contract, if the Colts were to sign James Bradberry, depending on how James Bradberry does in the system, I think James Bradberry could become the replacement for Stephon Gilmore and take over for him when Stephon Gilmore leaves or retires or whatever. So I think it could definitely work out. And honestly, we're in a conference where you have receivers like Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs and a bunch of really good receivers. So I think adding to the cornerback group with all these talented receivers that you're going to be going up against would be a good idea. I think it would be smart to add to our secondary, and James Bradberry would really elevate the secondary, and it would honestly make it one of the best secondaries in the NFL for sure. Because if you brought in James Bradberry, you would have a secondary that would include guys like Stephon Gilmore, Kenny Moore, James Bradberry, Isaiah Rodgers, Kari Willis, Nick Cross, if he lives up to what I think a lot of people are wanting him to become, Julian Blackman. It's a very nice secondary. It's definitely better than what it was last year. The depth is really nice. Ronnie McLeod's another guy too. So adding James Bradberry would make our secondary, it would have to be top 5, right? It would just have to be. I mean, James Bradberry is a very good corner, and I think adding him to this team would be a wise idea. So I would absolutely sign James Bradberry for sure. But at the end of the day, it's not my opinion that matters. The one that truly matters is Chris Ballard's, and would Chris Ballard sign James Bradberry? In my opinion, I think he's interested, of course, but because of the money, I just don't see it happening. I don't think Chris Ballard is going to give James Bradberry, you know, $8 million. I think if he brings in James Bradberry would have to sign for like 5 to 6 million, something like that, because we have 12 million left. So while I do think Chris Ballard would definitely be interested in bringing in James Bradberry, I mean, he's investing in the defense and he knows how good offensively the AFC is. So he knows you have to make the defense a top 5 to 10 defense to really contend in the AFC. So I think he would love to. I just don't think he's going to because of the money at the end of the day. So while I think Chris Ballard would definitely consider bringing in James Bradberry, because of the money, I just don't see it happening at all. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you sign James Bradberry or no? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.